Hello everyone, and welcome back to History of the Ancient World. Today, we're embarking on an epic journey back in time to explore the magnificent cities and impenetrable fortresses that defined ancient civilizations. These weren't just collections of buildings. They were the beating hearts of empires, centers of culture, and symbols of immense power. So, grab your virtual explorer's hat and let's step through the gates of history. Our first stop is the legendary city of Babylon. Nestled in ancient Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, Babylon was a marvel of engineering and ambition. Imagine walking through the Ishtar Gate, its walls shimmering with blue glazed bricks and adorned with reliefs of dragons and bulls. This was the grand entrance to a city that boasted the legendary Hanging Gardens, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Under rulers like Hammurabi, who gave us one of the first written law codes, and Nebuchadnezzar II, Babylon became a sprawling metropolis. Its ziggurat, Etemenanki, is believed by many to be the inspiration for the biblical Tower of Babel. Babylon was more than a city, it was a statement of human ingenuity, a beacon of learning and commerce in the ancient Near East. From the river plains, we travel south to the arid deserts of Egypt, to a city built not for the living, but for the dead, Thebes. Known to the ancient Egyptians as Wazit, Thebes was the religious capital of the New Kingdom. On the east bank of the Nile, you had the grand temples of Karnak and Luxor, dedicated to the gods. These were vast, sprawling complexes with colossal statues and forests of towering columns where priests performed daily rituals to maintain cosmic order. On the west bank, across the river, lay the necropolis, the city of the dead. Here, in the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, pharaohs and their consorts were laid to rest in elaborate tombs, filled with treasures intended to accompany them into the afterlife. Thebes shows us a civilization profoundly connected to its faith and its concept of eternity. Now let's set sail across the Mediterranean to the birthplace of democracy and philosophy, Athens. Perched atop a rocky outcrop, the Acropolis dominates the city's skyline. This was the sacred rock, crowned by the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. Its graceful proportions and intricate sculptures represent the pinnacle of classical art and architecture. Down below, the Agora was the bustling heart of public life. It was a marketplace, a political forum, and a social hub all in one. Here, Socrates might have questioned passers-by, and politicians would have debated the fate of the city-state. Athens wasn't just a powerful city, it was an idea. The idea that citizens could and should govern themselves, a concept that would echo through millennia. Our journey then takes us to the mightiest of them all, Rome. From a humble collection of villages on 7 hills, Rome grew to become the capital of a vast empire that stretched from Britain to Mesopotamia. The scale of Roman engineering is simply staggering. Picture the Colosseum, its massive arches hosting gladiatorial games for tens of thousands of cheering spectators. Walk through the Roman Forum, the center of political and commercial life, where you'd see grand basilicas, triumphal arches, and temples to the Roman gods. The Romans were masters of infrastructure, building aqueducts that carried fresh water for miles, and a network of roads that connected their entire empire. Rome was the ultimate symbol of order, law, and military might, a city that truly believed it was eternal. But not all ancient marvels were sprawling cities. Some were formidable fortresses, built for defense and control. Let's travel to the Judean desert and ascend the dramatic rock plateau of Masada. This isolated fortress, with its palace built by King Herod the Great, is famous for its dramatic final stand. After the fall of Jerusalem, a group of Jewish rebels held out against the might of the Roman army here. The Romans built a massive siege ramp to breach the fortress walls, a testament to both their relentless determination and the fortress's incredible defensive position. The story of Masada is a powerful tale of resistance and sacrifice, its ruins overlooking the Dead Sea, a silent reminder of a desperate struggle for freedom. From the desert, we journey to the green hills of England, to Hadrian's Wall. This wasn't a single fortress, but a 73-mile-long stone barrier built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian to mark the northern frontier of his empire. It was a monumental feat of military engineering, studded with forts, mile castles, and turrets. The wall was more than just a defensive line. It was a customs barrier, a symbol of Roman power, and a clear dividing line between the Roman world and the barbarian lands to the north. Patrolled by thousands of auxiliary soldiers from across the empire, Hadrian's Wall represents the sheer scale and organization required to maintain such a colossal empire at its furthest reaches. Finally, we journey to South America, high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, to discover the mysterious citadel of Machu Picchu. Built by the Inca Empire in the 15th century, this city in the clouds is a masterpiece of stonework, perfectly integrated with its natural surroundings. Its terraces, temples, and houses cling to the mountainside, offering breathtaking views of the Urubamba River valley below. What was its purpose? Was it a royal estate, a religious sanctuary, or a secret ceremonial center? The truth is, we still don't know for sure. Abandoned just a century after it was built, Machu Picchu was hidden from the outside world until its rediscovery in 1911. It remains a stunning testament to the engineering skill and spiritual worldview of the Inca civilization. From Babylon to Machu Picchu, these ancient cities and fortresses tell us so much about the people who built them. They reveal their beliefs, their ambitions, their fears, and their incredible capacity for creation and organization. They are monuments of stone and earth, but they are also monuments of the human spirit, echoing with the stories of empires won and lost. Exploring them helps us understand not just the past, but the foundations upon which our own world is built. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through time. Which ancient city or fortress fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to History of the Ancient World for more adventures into the past. We'll see you in the next one.